Hi Stampin' friends! I hope to show you tonight some little pencil holders. I made them to hold my favorite pencils, which are Vera Bradley pencils, because you can push them like this and then you can close them back up, and the eraser is good. They're just nice. So I made this little pencil box based on a tutorial by Elizabeth Hackworth. I had to extend the size because the one that she had was way too short and would not work at all. You can actually get 3 of these Vera Bradley clickable pencils in one of these boxes, but I'm using 1 for this. This is actually my treat for some of my friends at the Stampin' Up on stage in Orlando. So stop watching if you're going to get one. The first thing you want to do is cut a piece of paper that's 3 inches by 8.5, and then you're going to get 4 pieces of DSP that are 6 3/8 by 3/8 of an inch. This is scored at 5/8 and 1 1/4 on this end, and then it's scored at this end at 5 1/8. Then it's turned this direction, then it's scored at 5/8 again, at 1 7/8, 2 1/2, and then you're going to snip up to this line on this end. Then you're going to just snip up to this 5/8 line on this end. I don't know if you can see that. Then take this corner out. Then the next thing is to cut from here to here, is to cut this piece off. This piece remains intact. This entire piece is gone, and this is shaved off so that it will close neatly. Then the next piece, going from here to here, we just notch these out so that it closes nicely and looks nice, and you know, make it look like a normal little box. Then the next piece, you know, you'll want to score it so that it'll close up, so you've got it in the shape of a box. Then what I did was add our tear and tape to each one, and then I took them off one at a time and carefully placed my pieces of Tea Room Designer Series paper. And then finally, the last thing that you'll want to do is remove this piece of tear and tape. And I find it easiest to line it up kind of going like this and scooching, but then looking at it this way so that it doesn't get too far from the edge. And then pressing it down. Then you've got it into a little box. Then your bottom piece will need, 1 will tuck in, then you'll need 3 pieces of tear tape on the end, and I cut it because when you're tearing this, I find it a little bit too easy to rip your paper. You don't want to do that. So then you're just taking the tear and tape off and closing up the end of your box. Then to attach the ribbon, it's really simple. I just used tear and tape on both ends of this, wrapped it around my box. Then I used tear and tape here because to me a glue dot is just not quite secure enough, especially when people are going to be carrying these home in their luggage from on stage. I just don't trust it to be quite sticky enough. And of course I have had no problem at all getting this tear and tape off until you all are watching. So you know, that's how it goes. But anyways, I pull that tear and tape off and just stick this on, and we're finished, and I've given my friends one of my favorite things for a gift. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.